News today information and speak of the future of the animals and the other life in the earth. I believe that in a future it will increase the number of animals in extinction, but because if people don't take care of the world, the water and the natural, the animals it won't be able to live alone. The eagle in extinction, but 10% can increase more than now. If, for example, in the Amazonas it follows the traffic on animals, it will be extremely hurtful for the fauna and flora of the country and the world. So that this is possible, people traffic the animals should have state attention so that they have opportunities of world. If use the Colombians that we are the world power in fauna and flora together with Brazil. Don't project the life of the territory, nobody will make it. The multinational will continue exploiting the petroleum and resources of the country without leaving bigger earnings. Unless the government change its meaning politics for one of essence, education and development of the country. They pass everything they will be scarcer of the necessity of building house and buildings so that the population can have housing. That layers of ozone products of the powerful rays UV of the sun, but if we don't take care of the environment and we don't stop to contaminate it, no alive being will be able to exist on the face on the earth. Following with Daniel Aragon in the University Ford.
Education in the fish world. In the text, the 7 necessary knowledge for the education of the fish world by Edgar Morin, the General Director of the UNESCO, affirms the following thing. When we look toward the fish world, we see numerous uncertainties on what will be the world of our children, of our grandsons, and of the children of our grandsons. But at least of something we can be sure. If we want that the earth can satisfy the necessity of the human beings that inhabit it, then the human society will transform. In this transformation, the education has me to see the most important paper, not alone for that communicate the knowledge of the previous generation through, it is not the other, for that is alone through the education that the society can transform. The education of the future will face the social, political, economic, cultural and of course scientific problems that have not been solved until the moment. These problems will be more serious. Difficulty are insuperable, but alone of the educators take the protagonist paper in the chain. The human thought will have the tools to end up solving more and more complex problems. The futurist Alvin Toffler affirms that the learning forms are commended to the evolution if we don't want the man to be overcome by the technology that him saying it has created. However, that evolution cannot be counteracted with the essence of the life and the human society, that is to say, with the its character published. Of course, the advances in technology will allow the bigger covering into the world education, but without deteriorating the quality of this education. On the contrary, it should be more and more universal, complete and affordable. With the advances of the neuroscience and their contributions to know like our brain works, we will be able to adapt the technology better to improve the quality and quality of knowledge of learning abilities. It is evident that the education for virtual means will be of great importance and transcendence. The focus that the youth him of to this already they continue repressing and controlling the mass of the world, or on the contrary, to liberate it and transform it in such way that the majorities are who you decide the future of the world. It will depend on our work like educators, as politicians behind, and for thus defender of the public, always be the light of the science and the technology for the well-being of the society in general.